Roblox is one of those games that has infinite replayability, especially with thousands of games to choose from. Yes, some of them are actual brain rot, but there's a ton of great gems out there that are worth playing. It is even better when you and a group of friends hop on and enjoy some games together. So here are the top 10 best Roblox games you can play with your friends. Jailbreak is a Roblox game that is not based on anything unique, but it is extremely fun. You can either play as a police officer or a prisoner. As a police officer, it is up to you to keep the peace and keep the prisoners under lockdown. It is also up to you to arrest the criminals who have escaped captivity. As a prisoner, it is up to you to escape jail. Once you escape, you can go around the city and commit all sorts of crimes. You can rob banks and stores to make money, which you can then use to purchase weapons and vehicles to use around the city. It is actually the spiritual successor to Prison Life, which we played years ago. You can also play with your friends, and you can also make it harder for people to escape if you really want to. It is a sandbox game that's actually pretty fun and is worth playing if you enjoy these types of games. You can even help your friends escape if you don't mind becoming a corrupt cop. Murder Mystery 2 is a game similar to something like Trouble in Terrorist Town. There are a group of people and they are all sorted into different roles. The majority become an innocent. Their job is to survive as long as possible and to figure out who the murderer is. The murderer is the fun role that has you trying to eliminate everyone else. You will need to try and eliminate everyone without getting caught by the sheriff. If you eliminate the sheriff, then you pretty much win, so try and figure out who they are at first. The sheriff is a hard role because it is up to them to make the decision on who the murderer is. You have a gun, but try not to show anyone that you are the sheriff until you know for sure who the murderer is. If you don't, they might kill you and win the game. It's a very fun game and is totally worth playing with a group of friends since it has infinite replayability. The roles are assigned randomly, so every game feels unique. If you enjoy these types of games, then this one is definitely worth it. Blox Fruits is a Roblox game inspired by One Piece, and it is fun even if you haven't watched the show before. It's an adventure game that is open world, and it's actually fun and very unique. You can be a pirate that explores islands, fights enemies, and finds treasure. This is what most people will choose. You can also be a marine who is tasked with hunting down the pirates and defeating them. The main goal of the game is to hunt down unique fruits so you can become the most powerful being. You can explore the world and fight all sorts of enemies. There are also a ton of bosses, and you can level up your character and it makes for a really fun experience. There aren't a lot of good open world RPG games on Roblox, but this one is one of the best that we've played. It's also fully playable with your friends. If you're looking for a fun game to play, then this is a great option. Survive the Killer is heavily inspired by Dead by Daylight. We aren't huge fans of this type of game, but we know there are thousands of people who enjoy Dead by Daylight in that genre. In this game, you will take on one of two roles. The survivor is the majority of what you will be, and survivors are to get away from the killer by outsmarting them. You need to hide, set up traps, or even just run away from them, and it's not easy to get away, but once you know the maps, it will get easier. The killer is tasked with eliminating all survivors. You can do this however you want. There really isn't that much more to this game. It's a very fun game to play with your friends, and is way more fun with people that you know. You can have fun with randoms, but there's just something about playing a game like this with your buddies. Rivals is a fighting game that has you fighting in either one-on-one or team battles. There are a ton of characters to choose from that have different abilities and powers, and take a bit to learn. It is up to you to learn each of the characters' combos and defeat your opponents. The game itself is as if you took Rainbow Six Siege and Overwatch and combined them together. It is a shooter, so get ready to sweat on the other players. The goal of the game is to eliminate the enemy team, and you can do that with your friends. It's actually very fun and is totally worth checking out if you enjoy this type of game. Divas of Creation is an insanely fun adventure game that has you choosing one of many classes and exploring a massive world filled with a ton of enemies and quests. If you've ever wanted that perfect MMO to play when you were itching for one, then this game might actually surprise you. Explore the world and complete the quests to get stronger. It is a relatively new game to when this video releases. Once you choose your class, you can explore everything to your heart's content. It is that dream game for us, since we wanted a game like this ever since we first started playing Roblox. We played games similar to it years ago, but this just feels like the finely crafted game we always wanted. Plus, you can play this with your friends, and that's what makes this game fun. There is something awesome about just exploring the cool world with your friends. We would definitely recommend this game to anyone who enjoys adventure games. Evade is a survival game that has you surviving against the next bots. The game is all about running and evading these enemies as they try to kill you. The game itself has some really cool parkour mechanics that other games don't really have. Your main goal is to run, hide, or evade these enemies and help out the other players trying to escape as well. The game will require teamwork to survive, and you'll need to rely on your friends or randoms to help you out. You can get downed and other people can get you up, but getting someone up is more challenging than you may think. You will need to lead the next box away from the downed player so you can actually help them. The game will take strategy and is up to you and your friends to figure everything out. If you enjoy this type of game, then go check it out for yourself. Tradelands is a sandbox pirate game that has you customizing your own ship and starting your own trading company. You can even become a pirate and steal the cargo from other ships around the world. There is even ship combat with cannons and everything. You start by building and customizing your own ship. You can prioritize defense over cargo space, so make the decision wisely. You don't need to do either, since you can just explore and find treasure around the world. It is a great sandbox game that you and a group of friends can enjoy together. Just don't be a jerk to everyone you see around the world, since you wouldn't like getting destroyed if you were in another person's position. We really enjoy pirate games, and this is one we go back to quite often. The game also has a ton of replayability, so it won't get old if you enjoy the game. Colors in Question is a puzzle horror game that has you and some friends trying to escape a facility. It is filled with a bunch of monsters, and you'll need to hide or evade, and you'll need to work together with your friends to escape. The puzzles are also pretty fun as well, so you'll need to use some brain power when playing this game. It is essential to work with other players, so that is why it's best to bring some people that you know to play the game. If you play with randoms, it might be difficult talking to them since you don't know who they are. The game itself feels very SCP-like, and that's what makes this game fun for us. If you are looking for a unique horror experience, then you will really enjoy this one. Board Game Insanity is like Mario Party but on Roblox. It obviously is a bit different than actual Mario Party, but it is the closest thing you will get to. What makes this game unique is the fact that the game is based on many different board games. They also have twists that the normal versions of the board games don't have. There are also minigames just like Mario Party. It goes back and forth between minigames and the board game, so be prepared for a lot to happen in a short amount of time. It is the player's job to collect as many points as they can. The player with the most points at the end will win the game. It's a great game to play with friends, so be prepared to lose some friendships while playing it. It's a great game if you enjoy board games. If you found a fun game to play from this list, let us know down in the comments which game you liked the best. Also, if you found the video helpful, then make sure to give it a like. We have recently started up our podcast again, so make sure to check that out as well. We also have a Discord server where we talk with our subscribers and even play games with them every once in a while. Make sure to check out our new merch designs on our website. All links are in the description, and thanks for watching.